Hey fellow war junkies, how's it going? Imperial Veteran here, bringing you another online battle multiplayer. This time I am playing Medieval 2 Total War. I absolutely love this game. I like the game mechanics on it, just overall I like the time period. As you can tell, I am playing with the Byzantine Empire, and my opponent, Herndas, I believe it was, is playing with the Venetians. As you can see, I got a pretty stout core of troops here. Got four of these, just call them Vanguard, and they were sword and shield upgraded, and I also got 4 units of these Byzantine infantry, which were also sword and shield upgraded. And I came pretty skirmish heavy. I generally always come skirmish heavy, really, on Medieval 2 anyway. And I got these cataphractoi cavalry, which are pretty amazing units, and then they are heavily upgraded. Very heavily upgraded. I think they ended up costing me like 1,400 a pop. And then of course I got my general's bodyguard back here, just kind of chilling, waiting for the battle to start. Anyway, yeah, I do got, I think, let's see, 3, 4, 5 units of archers. I think 3 of them are the Byzantine Guard archers, and then the other 2 are the Trebizonid, or whatever they are. These guys right here. Right here. Get you some close-ups real quick before the battle starts. These guys look really cool. The Byzantine Empire is definitely my favorite army in the game. The only thing I don't like is they do not have crossbows, which you're about to find out why that is disadvantageous for them. So the battles here is getting started here, and we'll go take a look at my opponent's army, commanded by Herndas, I believe. He's got these Pavis crossbowmen and a good number of them, and right away I was thinking, oh crap. This is going to turn out very bad for me if I just sit here and slug it out with them. So my immediate thought, I was wanting to go ahead and get a threat on his flank, not necessarily attack right away, but just let him know that, basically tie some of his units down, you know, to protect that left or right flank, whichever one I decided to move to. And for whatever reason, he doesn't have his crossbows spread out. He's got them all bunched together, which could prove to be deadly for him, but they are heavily armored. And I like how they got the shields on their back, so when they turn around and reload, they're pretty well protected. And they're just overall very, very good units. But here's the skirmishing phase right now, and I do have this catapult unit over here. Pretty good. They'll definitely come in handy later in the battle, which I'll be sure to show you. It's got a really decisive moment here later on. This is the point where I wanted to kind of establish a threat on his flank. And I did manage to get a little too close to his crossbows, and as you can see, I'm about to pay the price here. One of these units gets pretty well diced up, which was very painful for me because I paid a lot of money for these guys. Here they are up here. I mean, yeah, just absolutely shredding this unit. And I cringed so bad when that happened. But what can you do? So as you can see, he's got kind of this defensive formation on this hill, which is very wise. I don't blame him. If I had that little terrain area there, I would do the same. And as I was coming over here to present a flank, out of nowhere, he rushed out some cavalry. So, big cavalry fight about to go down. I felt pretty confident that I could win this, and you'll see what happens. But there goes that, and I am continuing the skirmishing phase, and at this point I do believe, yes, he goes into loose formation, which was smart. He should have had that from the beginning. I love to skirmish in this game. Not so much Rome 1. Rome 2 I like to skirmish a lot as well. Especially this game, though. I mean, archers can just be devastating, especially to a bunch of groups of units who are just bunched up. Go back here and see some of this cav fight. I felt pretty confident they would win, but he makes a pretty good move, which I should have done myself, and for whatever reason didn't. Because if I had won the cav fight and had a good majority of my cav left, that could have proved very deadly for my opponent. You can see my catapult getting some good shots in here. Some cooked Venetians there. And at this point, I was kind of worried about the skirmishing because I felt like the crossbows were kind of tearing my guys up, so I was going to go ahead and push forward And the reason I did this is I wanted the crossbows to basically take a few steps back and just give me some breathing time to not eat arrows for lunch. So I am moving up my infantry. So I feel pretty good about the infantry fight as well. Seems like the majority of his infantry are those crossbows. He does have, let's see, 3... Oh, he's actually got a pretty good size army here of the dismounted men-at-arms. So as you can hear, I'm charging in. And these armored sergeants, I didn't really think they would cause me much problems. I might take a few losses, but wasn't really worried about it overall. And I was trying to get a flanking move here, and he did a really good job of kind of cutting me off and engaging my men, so I couldn't. Go here and check on the cav fight real quick. And you can see it looks to be in my favor right now. But here very soon, he is actually going to peel off his general and send him that way, which proves to be very decisive for him. Get some close-ups of this action. Let's call them vanguards. Hacking away at these armored sergeants. Very cool. Byzantine infantry, definitely. I like the Latin cons. For whatever reason, I didn't bring them this battle, but ooh, that was a good shot there. Good stab. Very cool graphics, though. I like the fight scenes in this. Really awesome. And I do got my archers back here firing. He did kind of try to chase him off with one unit, which was kind of a mistake, because as you can tell, I'm just going to basically split up and shoot him from all angles. I believe this might, yes, this is the part where he's going to peel off his general unit and send him in to fight this cav fight over here, which proves to be very decisive. He does end up winning the cav fight. Well, I should have originally peeled off a unit, went over for support, but I didn't, and like I said, oh well. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident about the infantry engagement. Seems like I'm hacking down more of his units than he is of mine. As you can tell over here on his left flank, he's pretty much defending me off with these Pavi's crossbows, which they're pretty decent in melee for missile infantry, but as you can tell, I'm eventually going to cut through these guys and get into the back of his men over here. Get some more of this close-up action. And at some point, I do manage to get my crossbows up right around here, and I'm just bringing down fire arrows. Basically try to scare the enemy into routing just a little bit faster. But at this point, I send my general in for some own. Well, I charged to the back of my men, but you know, it worked. Not gonna complain. At this point, his army's getting a bit rattled.
They have lost half their men.
As you heard there, he's lost half his men. I want to really pay attention to this area here for a second, because here in a minute is going to be a devastating, and I mean devastating, catapult shot. It's going to land right in the center of his men. I believe it's coming up here soon. Go over here and take a look what's going on real quick. He does bring his general back, and at this point I did peel off one of my back units and try to face him, just so I didn't get like a penalty for getting attacked in the flank or the rear. Get some close-ups to this action here. You can see in the background my archers. I just love this game. Shooting those flaming arrows at routing units. And I had this group of units sitting here, and it's bad planning, I guess. I should have had them in this fight as soon as they were freed up. Same thing with these guys. These guys are coming to join the fray. You can see here, battle still rages on. My general's bodyguard's over here fighting now. I believe I was trying to kill his general. He's over there somewhere. Go back here, show you some of these close-ups. My vanguard fighting his men-at-arms, dismounted men-at-arms. I apologize. They are starting to rout. And you'll see it just here in a second. Here comes the big volley. Boom! Just devastating. Didn't kill so many units, but huge morale blow right there for the enemy. And at this point, the battle's pretty much done. General dying, and yeah, his army's heading for the hills. Overall, it was a really fun battle. Let's see, Herndas it was. Yeah, he was a very nice guy. It's fun to play him. As you can see, I had 941 men deployed. I had lost 470, with 471 remaining. I had killed 779 and captured 68. My opponent, Herndas, he had 1,161 men deployed. He had lost 849, 312 remaining, and killed 511 men. Captured 9. Well, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.